In the last video, we reported that Henry Cejudo had officially signed with Real American Freestyle Wrestling and is set to headline RAF 6 on February 28th. His opponent has since been revealed. Henry is set to wrestle Urijah Faber in the main event. Who do you guys got for this one? Post your predictions in the comments. On New Year's, Alex Bejeda and Tracy Cortez revealed they are now dating. Brian Ortega, who used to date Tracy a few years ago, gave his reaction. He posted this to his Instagram story today. He said, "I see you guys hitting me up trying to get a rise out of me. Y'all creative, I give you that. Listen up. I'm beyond happy and been happy. It ain't my style to talk about others' personal life and choices, nor is it my business. My business is my family and my career. 2026 and every year will always be about them." Alex Bejeda also posted footage of him and Tracy training together. Michael Chandler hints that he will be fighting Conor McGregor at the White House card during the CBS New Year's Eve broadcast.
So, Michael, tell me what you got coming up in the New Year's. And I think I know what you got coming up in the New Year's.
I will say it's going to be a big year. Number one, like you said, the UFC is now on Paramount Plus the entire year for the next multitude of years. And also, there's a rumor going around. We can't confirm nor deny, but it does sound like I might be handing Conor McGregor a good old-fashioned, passionate red, white, and blue butt whooping on the south lawn of the White House sometime this summer. And that's the plan. Let's go.
Merab Dvalishvili eats a crayfish while it's still alive.
Ooh, I'm gonna like this. Watch this. Let's go.
Let's go.
España, Madrid.
Vamos.
Joe Rogan says Tom Aspinall may never fight again following eye surgery.
The Tom Aspinall Cyril Gahn thing was a disaster. I mean, that's a disaster. Tom Aspinall still can't see. He's got a up right eyeball still. I mean, the reality is he might not ever fight again. Like, who knows? Like, if he has surgery on his eye and it doesn't go well and he can't see out of the eye, apparently he's still up in his right eye. There's some tendon damage or something. And, you know, eyes are so tricky. You never know. Like, unless you're a complete psychopath like Michael Bisping, who fought 11 fights in the UFC blind in one eye, which is so crazy that he did that. Do you know what he did, that crazy motherfucker?
What did he do?
He memorized the eye chart.
Like?
He memorized it so that he could they could cover his left eye.
Oh my God.
And he could just...
So whenever he went to do an eye exam,
exactly.
He knew the letters.
They would say, all right, read the third chart. And he would say, A, B, C, D, E. He knew what the letters were.
Oh, he's smart.
He's crazy.
Oh, he's smart.
He couldn't see out of one of his eyes and still fought world-class fighters.
Sorry.
I think 11 fights he had, only being able to see out of one eye.
Joaquin Buckley calls out Belal Muhammad.
My goals for 2026 is win the next fight, win the next wrestling match.
Happy New Year's, big fella. But yeah, Belal, I like that. 2026, you trying to get a win. But when are you trying to get a win? W-H-E-N, right? Because when you taking these goals and when you making, big plans for the new year, you got to be real specific, right? So put a date on it. See, I got a date for you. March 7th. Let's make it happen in Vegas, right? Let's run it, and we can both aim for both our goals is to get a win, a W-I-N, 100%. Let's go.
Michael Morales celebrated New Year's by dressing up as a woman and dancing on the streets of Ecuador. Ilia Topuria is already back in the gym training to kick off the new year. Lerone Murphy reveals he started training MMA when he was 22 years old.
But what is your base in sports?
So I started out playing football from a kid, probably maybe about 7 years old. Used to just play football outside, played for football team, school, etc., etc. Never got into combat sports until 22 years old. That was MMA. But I would say I've got brothers and I've got cousins, so we used to put on the boxing gloves and just fight. So, but I never got coached. But I've always known how to like fight a little bit. But my first training session was 22 years old.
Wow.
That was MMA, straight to MMA.
Wow. And just for the fans to know, when he says football, you probably mean American soccer, but
soccer,
UK soccer. So nothing, no basketball, no wrestling, no jiu-jitsu. So the first training session you ever had in your life was at 22 years old.
Yes, MMA.
Wow.
MMA. The end of 2013 it was. I remember it clearly. It was a kickboxing class. I didn't have no quick kit equipment, borrowed the equipment, and I felt like after that session it was just like I fell in love straight away. It was like the only place where I could like switch off and just feel free.
Nassourdine Imavov has shared footage of himself working on his grappling. Although he isn't currently scheduled for a fight, rumors suggest Imavov could be next in line to challenge Khamzat Chimaev for the middleweight title. Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo believe Khamzat Chimaev's win over Dricus du Plessis was the performance of the year.
Performance of the year, total domination in one fight, best overall performance. To me, that is easy, bro. Khamzat Chimaev, bro, he was able to do the DDP.
I'm gonna have to agree with you, Henry. In a championship fight with someone like DDP, for what he was doing to everyone.
21 minutes of control time. Look at Khamzat's total strikes, 510 out of 567.
That right there might be the most dominant championship fight, one-sided fight we've ever seen.
Israel Adesanya shuts down the idea of competing in boxing after his MMA career. In a recent Q&A, Izzy said, "For me, my career is going to end in the UFC, I believe. But never say never. I thought about this 2 months ago, and I always said like, nah, you never catch me. This is the ultimate form of fighting, which is mixed martial arts. You are using all your limbs, all your weapons. How can I now, as one of the guys in this game who's been up there, say, oh, I'm just going to go box? I always said no because I felt like my legacy is already set in stone. But everyone has a number, and I think I got to my number 2 months ago. I was like, you know what? It's really high. I don't think anyone, maybe Turkey Alishik, can afford it. But nah, I think Darren is just doing his thing outside the UFC, so I'm just going to finish my career at the top in the UFC." Ilia Topuria's ex-wife Georgina has named Joe Rogan in a police complaint alleging online harassment. The complaint stems from Rogan's reaction to a fake AI-generated image of her with a rapper following her divorce. The original photo featured Georgina and her brother. However, somebody used AI to replace him with the rapper. Joe thought the image was real and had this to say on one of his recent podcasts.
Yeah.
Is it publicly media about there's like a divorce now or something?
Oh,
too?
yeah. It's public. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, she's taking photos with rappers and
ugh.
Yeah, putting it on Instagram.
No.
Yeah, you know how they do it? They try to steal your soul.
Jesus.
Put a fucking knife right in your spirit.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, there's hell has no fury like a woman scorned. It's a...
Well, hopefully that helps him think he made the right call then, I guess. You know?
Yes, but does that help? This is the mother of your children, and this lady is a monster. And
there's
I think
nothing worse than feeling like psychologically duped by somebody too.
Well, I don't know if it is psychologically duped or if it's like once she's not on your side, you know, then it's just burn the house down.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe
and there's a lot of ladies like that because they feel like you hooked up with a guy who's an incredibly special human being, the rarest of rare. You not just a UFC world champion, but a 2-division world champion, superstar who the whole world wants to see, and you're his wife. So you're like, oh, look at me, I'm married to the baddest motherfucker alive. And then he doesn't want to be with you anymore. Like, oh, really? Well, I'm going to take you down. And women, that's what they love, is reputation destruction. That's what they really are experts in when it goes sideways.
Ilia Topuria has been summoned to appear at the Court of Violence Against Women in Spain next Wednesday, January 7th. The hearing will focus on the custody and care of his daughter, who currently lives with Georgina. The court will not determine the truth of the accusations or establish guilt. The matter is strictly related to their daughter's welfare. Georgina is requesting permission from the court to take their daughter out of the country. It has also been revealed that Georgina is accusing Ilia of domestic and gender violence, as well as assault and family abuse. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to Ian Gary saying the only way to prove his critics wrong is to beat Islam Makhachev, win the welterweight title, and become the pound-for-pound #1 fighter. It's from Tom EVP. It says, Ian, no matter what you do, we don't care. The second one's from Mike Haywood. It's in reference to Ilia Topuria reflecting on his ongoing divorce. It says, in quotes, I've learned that finding your future wife in Miami always ends in a heartbreak. And the final one's from Just Another Casual. It says, Reyes versus Walker to see who gets knocked out the goofiest. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.